Did you hear the latest about Barack Hussein Obama? Barack Obama. His presidency and post-presidency are increasingly shrouded in a cloud of incompetence, a cloud of deception and outright scandal, with the recent cancellation of a $1.4 million annual lease for his presidential records by Elon Musk's DOGE. And it's serving as just the latest embarrassment. Oh, yes. You see, my friend, this move, spotlighted by such tabloids and news sources as Daily Mail and Fox News, it exposes the absurdity of Obama's legacy. A man whose entire political career seems built on shaky foundations, from the persistent birther debate, questioning his national-born citizenship, to bizarre rumors about Michelle Obama's gender. You see, the Hoffman Estates storage site in Chicago, a taxpayer-funded boondoggle since 2016, was a bloated shrine to his ego, hoarding items like did you hear this? A jeweled Saudi sword and Michelle's dresses. I'm not going to say anything. While his vaunted presidential center stumbles toward a delayed 2026 opening, mired in a series of lawsuits and cost overruns. Now with DOGE axing the lease, and I'm not going to ask you any questions, but axing the lease, Obama's carefully crafted and stitched together image as a transformative leader looks more like a house of cards collapsing under its own weight. You see, the birther controversy, which dogged Obama from his 2008 campaign through his presidency, remains a festering wound on his credibility in some people's minds. Despite releasing a short-form birth certificate. Short form? That's right, it's a short form. What's a short form? I don't know. I didn't even know they had them. Neither did I. But after the short-form birth certificate in 2008 and a long-form version in 2011, the doubts, fueled by figures like, our President Donald Trump, never fully dissipated. Critics argue the documents were forgeries, pointing to anomalies like the use of African for his father's race, and an oddity for a 1961 Hawaiian record, or the suspiciously pristine condition of the long-form certificate. Obama's refusal to decisively squash these claims early on, instead, I think, letting them simmer, reeks of either arrogance or incompetence, or maybe something darker. Perhaps a calculated distraction from the deeper questions about his eligibility. If he was truly born in Kenya, as some still insist, his entire presidency would be a constitutional sham, a fraud perpetrated on the American people by a man groomed to infiltrate the highest office. So even if one dismisses the conspiracy, or the theory, I should say, the fact that he allowed it to fester suggests a leader more interested in optics than ensuring transparency. And then there's the bizarre yet stubbornly persistent rumor that Michelle Obama is a man. It's a claim that's as outrageous as it's revealing of the distrust Obama's persona inspires. It's whispered in fringe circles, plus with the Joan Rivers comment, and amplified by tabloid fodder. It's rooted in wild speculation about her physique and mannerisms, with some pointing to doctored images or misinterpreted videos as proof. While it's easy to laugh off, the rumor's staying power reflects a broader unease about the Obama's authenticity. You see, Michelle's carefully curated image as a relatable first lady, gardening in the White House, championing healthy eating, it starts to feel like a facade when paired with Barack's own evasions. Together they project a polished, progressive front that seems too perfect, inviting skepticism about what's really beneath the surface. Could it be a distraction from Barack's own secrets, like the birther debate, or just the byproduct of a public fed up with their sanctimonious posturing? I don't know. Time will tell. But Obama's post-presidency only deepens the stench of failure. The presidential center, an $830 million monument to himself, has become a lightning rod for criticism. Over budget, behind schedule, and tangled in legal battles with Chicago residents who see it as a gentrifying cash grab. You see, the lease cancellation at the Hoffman Estates. Think about this. Meanwhile, it lays bare the wastefulness of his record keeping. Millions spent on a suburban storage unit for a BlackBerry and other relics, all while the National Archives scrambled to justify the expense. And let's not forget the personal unraveling those divorce rumors sparked by Barack's solo outings to NBA games and Jimmy Carter's funeral. They all hinted a marriage as shaky as his legacy. Musk's DOGE, aligned with President Trump's waist-cutting ethos, couldn't have picked a more deserving target to dismantle, because Obama's defenders might cry foul. But the pattern is clear. A man whose charisma masked mediocrity, whose promises outstripped delivery, and whose secrets, well, be it citizenship or something more personal, continue to cast a long and ugly shadow. So let me ask you something. What do you think about this? What's your take? What's your angle? Is this unfair? Is this an unfair depiction of an otherwise good man, a good president with a sound legacy? Or do you believe where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's a lot of smoke and a lot of fire? What do you think, my friend? I'd love to hear from you. Do me a favor. Please subscribe. Did you know that 87% of the people who watch our videos don't subscribe? Please like the video. Please hit that little button so you're notified of live streams and new videos, or whatever you do. I beg, beseech, implore, importune, and beg most respectfully that you comment as you see fit.